Welcome to the Power of One. Today I'm going to be speaking with the author of My Sister Jen. It is so important that we keep the legacy alive of our loved ones who are no longer on this side. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mel.
You're welcome. So tell the viewers what inspired you to
Mhm.
write this book.
Yes, good evening, everyone. What inspired me to write this book is I want to share my sister's memory to the world. She was a kind, caring, loving, and joyful person. She was very involved in her community, and she inspire and empower people around her. In whatever she does, she will she would be just a beacon of life and light. And I'm very honored to write about her and just to keep her legacy alive. She was my hero and I miss her a lot.
Tell me where you and your sister grew up and where you went to school. Tell me a little bit about her.
Yes, so my sister and myself, we grew up in Jamaica. It's a parish called St. Andrew. It's 45 minutes away from Kingston. It's in the hilly terrain of the island where we raise coffee and other food. Vegetables. It's like a farming area. And we went to school in Kingston. Actually, elementary school, we went together. That was in St. Andrew. And in high school, we went to Kingston together. So we had a strong bond, a loving bond that we still have, that even though she's not with us or with her memories just live on in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So was it just you two? Did you have brothers, other sisters?
Well, yes, it was just me and my sister for a while, and then my brother came like 9 years later. So he's a little bit younger than us. So she was the middle child.
Okay.
I'm the
Okay.
oldest, and then she's a middle child, and then I have a brother that is the youngest one.
Hmm. Okay. Now I read the book. It was amazing.
Thank you so.
Now, when your sister fell ill, because I know it from the book, it seems like she got diagnosed with something, and
Yes.
then it was like shortly after that. How old was she when she found out she had an illness?
Yeah, she found out when she came. Actually, she migrated. She wanted to go to Canada to start a new life, to go to
Mm-hmm.
school, to live there because she went there before and she loved it. And she gave up her job after 17 years with the government in Jamaica. She worked for the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and she decided to move to Canada. So she was going to go to school, she was going to work, she was going to have a place when she go over there. Unfortunately, she came to the US to see me, and the border was closed actually at that time because it was COVID. And upon coming to see me, she felt sick, and it was getting worse every day. And I said, no, we have to go to the doctor to see what's going on. And when we took her to the doctor, she was diagnosed with cancer. She was only 34 years old. It's very
Oh,
sad.
wow.
Yes, she was only, and I miss her so much.
What type of cancer did she have?
Cervical cancer. Cervical cancer. The doctors did everything that they could. She did chemo, radiation. She rang the bell actually. And after she went back to get tested a second time, it spread all over her body, her lung.
Wow.
It was just something that the doctors never ever saw before, even her brain.
Oh, wow.
Very
Okay. Now, when
horrible.
she got diagnosed, was she already far along? So it wasn't stage one when she got diagnosed, correct? It was
No, it was stage three, actually.
okay.
It's stage
Okay.
three. And when she did chemo and radiation, it got worse.
Mm,
It went to stage four and it just spread. And she knew. I mean, she drew closer to God, made that
hmm.
connection. and she just was just doing the right thing. She know she didn't had long because the doctors told her, you only have like 6 months to live.
Wow, when she was
Yeah.
first diagnosed.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that's so
told her that.
horrible.
Very horrible. And she was fighting for her life, because we prayed, because growing up in a religious family, my
Mm-hmm.
my mom is a pastor, my dad is a deacon. We prayed a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
we prayed. We tried everything. We fast, we prayed, and she just never got well.
Yeah, and that's hard. And my dad's a pastor too. So you're a PK and I'm a PK. So we're preacher kids. So we have
Yeah.
a special bond. So my dad is a pastor and I get it. And it is disturbing when you
Yeah.
find out that your loved one has cancer and you could live a good life. You can eat healthy, exercise. Cancer just comes upon us, which is so sad and it's so scary. Now, how did you get through seeing her going through?
Yes, so I was the only one here when she came to see me. I was the closest family member she had in Philadelphia. She
Mm,
have a cousin in Philly, but we're not that close. But I was the closest one, and I used to go to work every morning, and it was so hard just leaving her to go to work. She was in pain when I leave for work, come back. It was not a pretty sight. I felt like each day is like my heart was just falling out. My mom, she called from Jamaica every day because her faith was so strong. She thought that my sister would have gotten better. And
mm-hmm.
to the point where my dad had to intervene. He came over because it was getting worse. It reached to a point where she could not even walk to go up and down the stairs. She got
So it was a
so weak.
quick, it was a quick decline.
A very quick decline. Yeah, it was very quick. And my parents, they came, and my mom actually had to get an emergency visa to come up because her visa
Mm,
expired, and because of all what she was going through, like her daughter was here calling to Jamaica every day, Mom, I need help. Like she was calling us, we couldn't do anything but just pray, because she was going through a lot. And my parents came, and we knew the time was coming. I knew that
mm,
she was in coma for like 2 weeks, and she haven't spoken, just nothing. It's just like we're going there, coming home. We're just praying, just going in and praying. And one Sunday evening, my parents and myself, we were there, and we knew it was time. It's just like you know when it's the time is come. It's like I had that feeling. My parents and we prayed right there in the hospital, and we just let her know that God knows best. And we
mm,
left. And after we left and we went home at 9 p.m., the doctor called and said she passed. It was Halloween, October 31st.
mm. She
Passed.
was home or was she in the hospital?
Was in the hospital, Jefferson Hospital. Yeah,
Okay.
in Philadelphia. And she died there. And
Mm,
it still resonates with me. And
mm-hmm.
I just have to be strong because she was a strong individual who believe that, her faith in God. She said one of her last word that she said, the devil will not take her soul,
Mm.
belongs to God. And that quote is in the book also.
Yes, I
So,
did see that. Yeah. Yeah, I
so
did.
that's what I stand on. And I just have that release to know that, she's with God. And
Mm-hmm.
she's out of her pain, she's out of her sorrow, and she inspires so many people around. Even
Mm-hmm.
when I go back to Jamaica, they're like, oh my God, I miss your sister so much. She was
Wow.
one of the kindest person, caring person they have ever met. She touched
Yeah,
so many lives,
that's amazing.
and
That's
that was
amazing.
such an amazing thing. Yes.
Now, I know you wrote this book to keep your sister's legacy alive. Was it hard for you to write the book, Or was this something that you said, you know what, I have to do this because, again, I'm going to keep her legacy alive, and you want to be able to help other family members because she was so young?
Yeah.
Like, and I think when people speak to people who have been through what they're going through, I think that's the best type of support. So for you to write this book to help others who have lost a sibling or a loved one at such a young age, like, what message do you have for them to keep going? Because I know it could be very hard and heartbreaking.
Yes. So the message that I have to give them, that I started the book because the funny thing is when she was alive, we were talking one day, and we were like, After this is over, we have to write a book together so that we can
Mm,
others, inspire others so that they know that, that what you've been through, you can help somebody else. And
mhm,
since I'm the one that wrote the book, it was a little hard in the beginning because I had to stop for a moment just to reflect on the good times that we had as sibling growing up, and even the bad days, and just trying to keep our legacy alive, you know will just remember the good times. I tried not to remember the bad days, like even in the hospital, how I saw her, that was not her, because she didn't even look like herself. you know
mm,
and to just cherish the good moments, and the bad, it's still there, but I tried not to think about it,
mhm,
back it from my memory, and just stay on the positive side. And what my sister would love, she loved to help others. She was kind. I want to just keep that her spirit alive, you know.
mhm, mhm.
And she was a part of the home care group in Jamaica. I want to donate 10% of the book to that group that
I
helped.
saw that. So I was very impressed when I saw this, and some of the proceeds will be given back to a charity. That is,
Yes,
again, amazing, and that just spoke to, it speaks to your beauty and
yes,
you giving back, and it also speaks to your sister's beauty. So I'm sorry, continue.
yes. I want to give back to the homeless, the mentally challenged, the disabled people, and also um I want to have a Gen Foundation that is in the making, that we give back to the community, give back to people that are impoverished, that need supplies, students, that needs to go back to school. They need uniform, they need books. And so that was my sister. And I want to
Mhm.
carry on her legacy to the fullest, so that it can inspire others. It's not too late to do the right thing. And it's
That's
not
right.
it's not hard to help somebody along the way, you
That
know.
is so true. Yeah. Yeah, because there are so many people in need, and in
Yeah,
the city of Philadelphia, there are so many people living in poverty, and
yes.
there are people who do not have homes, and like you said, there are children who don't have supplies. So that's amazing that you're going to give some of the proceeds back. Please tell people how they can purchase your book.
Yes, they can purchase my book through my email. My email is Judene Jimenez, Jimenez, Jimenez 47 at gmail.com. They can text me or call me. My number is 267-402-6875.
Tell me how your parents are holding up, because as you know, it shouldn't be that parents bury their child. We are supposed to bury our parents. How are your mother and your father holding up?
Yes, my mom and my dad, they're holding up pretty strong and pretty good, because my mom still goes out, she preach. Right now they're at a convention in Kingston, Jamaica, where they still participate in church events. They still do, because my mom run a nonprofit organization in Jamaica where she helped the homeless, the mentally challenged. It's just doing good to others, So
Mhm.
they're still cherishing our memories. As I said with the book, this was like tears coming down, just for me to just write all the memories back from the 80s, 90s, that's way back. So they're
Mhm.
about that, and they know that God give it and God take it. God gave them gave Janicia to them and God took her back, you know?
Mhm.
And sometimes there's some stuff that we think is what we want, but it's what God wants, you know? And it's
Mhm.
to be absent from the body, but it's to be present with God. And our memories, we will cherish it and we'll keep it dear to our hearts, you know, and just keep doing the good things for others and what my sister would love. And just make a difference and achieve
Right, right.
lives of others, you know? That's
Now,
the
is the family a part of like a support group for survivors of cancer, or have you connected in that way with anyone?
No, they're not a part of that any
Okay.
support group. So, because you know, Jamaicans, they use like they pray fast. My mom's
Hmm.
a counselor too, and there's other support groups in the church that support her also. They pray with her, you know, give her strength. Because as
Right.
a pastor, you know, you're human. So
That's right.
as people that does that for her, but not really any cancer support group or anything. So
Okay, which is fine. And you guys are strong, and you have a strong support group within your family,
yes.
which is awesome. Now, you already had a book signing. Will you have another book signing coming up?
No, my book signing, it's April 18th. It's going to be April 18th, which is next
Oh, it's
month.
April. Okay. All right. So please tell the viewers about your book signing and how they can come.
Yes, so my book signing will be April 18th. It's on which 2025. My mom will be there. My mom will be there. She's going to be the guest
Oh,
speaker. Yes, with my brother from Jamaica. Unfortunately, my dad won't be able to attend because he has to watch over the farm in Jamaica.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so you grew up on a farm.
Yes, it was in the book too.
That was, you're right. It was in the book. Tell me about that life growing up on a farm.
Oh my God, amazing. I love going back to Jamaica. It's so much like because we're on the mountain, it's a terrain. So it's more like the hilly terrain where it's more nature. You can see, you have a beautiful scene of the Blue Mountain Peak. And we're 90 kilometers away from Cuba. So that's a beautiful view right there. This beautiful sunshine. And we brew the best and the finest coffee in the world, which is the Blue
Wow.
Mountain Peak coffee, which can only be grown in St. Andrew in the Blue Mountains because of the ice.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes.
Now that you're saying that, I'm not a coffee drinker, but they sell it in the supermarket, right?
Ah, yeah, but that we have the real one. We have the real one, the authentic
Okay,
one. So if you're coming to the book launch, we'll have samples. We're gonna have coffee there, the Blue Mountain Peak
okay,
coffee, because it was mentioned in the book. We want you guys to want people to try it. We're also gonna have light refreshments. We're gonna have t-shirts, um,
okay.
and we're gonna have pens for sale and books also, which is $20.
Okay, well, that's amazing. But as you can see, I already have my book, but I am ready to taste this amazing coffee. So
Yeah,
maybe you will turn me from a tea drinker to a coffee drinker. So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I really appreciate you telling me that. Again, tell the viewers one more time how they can purchase your book.
So you can purchase my book through you can send me an email. My email address is Judene Jimenez47 at gmail.com. My number is 267-402-6875, or you can call me. Venmo, I take Venmo payment, Judene Jimenez, which is Judene space Jimenez, Jimenez, and you're going to enter the last four of my phone number, which is 6875. It will ask you for that information. And Zelle, which is Judene Jimenez, Judene space Jimenez. And it's going to ask you for my phone number, which is 267-402-6875.
Thank
And
you so much.
thank
Go
you. You're
ahead.
welcome. Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's
You're
amazing.
welcome. And keep your sister's legacy alive. Thank
I
you.
will. Thank you so much.
There are times when we lose a loved one too soon. We may lose them on this side, but we should always keep their legacy alive. in a
That's
positive manner in any way that we can. Peace and love.